So my family and I had driven to the beach, and Connie had brought along a couple of her friends with her. She was 19 at the time and had come back from college for the weekend, so she and her friends were spending all their time together. Things had been particularly nasty for me because for some reason, her friends seemed to hate me just as much as she did. I guess they were all suffering from the same kind of mental disorder that made them hate people who had done absolutely nothing to them. Anyway, they had constantly been putting me down, making cutting remarks about me, and just giggling every time I was around. I had gotten sick of it, so I decided to take a break from them and was just sitting by myself alone on the pier with my feet dangling over the water. Then all of a sudden I felt a plastic bag being shoved over my head, and somebody kicked me in the back, so I fell into the water. It took me a good couple of minutes to come to my senses and realize what was going on. Then I saw my sister and her friends running away laughing while I splashed around in the water. Thankfully, I'm a good swimmer, and as soon as I recovered from the shock of it all, I took the plastic bag off my head and swam back to the shore as fast as I could. It was the most troubling incident that has ever taken place with me. When I got back to my parents and started crying about what had happened, my sister and her friends tried to pass it off as a harmless prank, but the worst was yet to come. My parents actually laughed along with them and said that I was just overreacting since I always had been a crybaby. They said that nothing would have happened to me, and my dad even made a joke about all those swimming lessons finally paying off. The plastic bag that they had put over my head was pretty small, and I might have asphyxiated and died. Also, if I hadn't managed to come to my senses in time and taken that bag off my head, there was a chance that I might have drowned. So many things could have gone wrong, and yet they seemed to find it all very funny that I already knew that my parents had a favorite daughter, and it's definitely not me. But that incident remained with me, and after that, I made up my mind that I was not going to treat any of these people like my family. My only goal was to study hard, get into a college, and then get away from these people because I absolutely could not afford to trust any of them. Since then, I have always maintained my distance from Connie, but unfortunately, I'm forced to live with my parents, so I can't exactly treat them the same way.